Joe Bastianich worst moments.
Here comes a schoolyard bully who somehow ended up judging a cooking competition alongside the Gordon Ramsay. And yes, he believes that if something is not European, it's irrelevant.
Is this a good day to try out a new technique?
Anything that doesn't come with a white... Here comes a schoolyard bully who somehow ended up judging a cooking competition alongside the Gordon Ramsay.
Well, now, guys, we are reacting to Joe Bastianich's worst moments. Let me know what you think about Joe Bastianich in the comments, but let's get into it. I am a big lover of Masterchef, so... And I know he's a scary judge, so anyways, let's see. I'm turning the sound up a bit.
And yes, he believes that if something is not European, it's irrelevant. Anything that doesn't come with a white tablecloth, beneath him. And that's why one is a legend and the other is just loud.
What do you guys think about Joe? Let me know in the comments. I get his frustration sometimes, but sometimes I'm just like, Joe, you maybe didn't say that.
This is the problem with this whole round. It's boring. It's not the spirit of what we came here to do.
Guess who I'm talking about? You must have already.
I don't know. It doesn't look like a Chinese dish to me. It's like kid food.
Yep, Joe Bastianich.
I do think sometimes he did go overboard, but sometimes I don't blame him.
He is the reason why I wake up every day, knowing that I don't have to be good at what I'm doing to be successful.
That is scab. That is rude. That is rude.
It's 21st century, and if you can't be super good, just be lucky.
I like mac nuts.
Macadamia nuts and an Italian tiramisu. Are you not understanding what we're doing here?
And between schoolyard bully and chef, guess which one he actually is?
Oh, there's no such thing as garlic bread in Italy. So I think it cheapens it and makes it less than it could be. I disagree.
See, Joe isn't some self-made culinary genius. No. He's a purebred product of nepotism. His mother, Lydia Bastianich, built her empire from scratch. Hard work, hustle, actual skill. Joe, he just slid right in, feet up, sipping espresso on a silver platter.
Well, I don't get people's hatred for nepo babies sometimes. At the end of the day, if someone in your family works hard enough so your generations may go live, so that your generations may be good, like, what's wrong with that? At the end of the day, he's a nepo baby, capitalized off, and he's making his own brand, his own wineries, and he's a judge on Masterchef. Jesus. I didn't know everybody was jealous.
One of the world's foremost experts on Italian food.
And the thing about privilege, sometimes it breeds entitlement. And entitlement, that breeds guys like Joe, who act like they invented fine dining when they're really just playing dress up in mom's kitchen. Now, what's Joe...
Now, you see, yeah, let me show you something. Let me show you. Let me go back.
Privilege, sometimes it
Show you
breeds
something.
entitlement.
Come on. Now, I'm no master chef, right? I'm no master chef. But one thing I will say is this. If I'm going on to a cooking show called Masterchef, and I produce shit like this, in front of Gordon Ramsay, Joe Bastianich, I forget the other guy's name. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to lie, I'm looking to be cooked. And he's lucky because when Gordon Ramsay, people reacting like Joe's bad. When Gordon Ramsay speaks sometimes as well, he can be a lyrically abusive genius.
And entitlement, that breeds guys like Joe, who act like they invented fine dining when
Yeah, this guy. I forget his name, the guy with the glasses.
they're really just playing dress up in mom's kitchen.
Damn,
Now,
scab.
what's Joe actually famous for? His incredible culinary expertise. Try it again, more like an overinflated ego, a short fuse, and an ungodly amount of misplaced rage.
You know, watching you cook this was just a letdown.
How can one forget that Joe continued to pick on Christine throughout the season and made some disgusting, albeit comments directed at her?
Christine's menu.
I think that Christine's techniques certainly have to be attributed to her handicap. She can't see a perfectly medium rare rack of lamb, so she's choosing steaming and braising, where the visual is less important.
Yeah, there was I won't lie, there's one thing I did agree. It was like sometimes I just feel like, yeah, speak your mind and all this, but when it came to the Christine thing, sometimes he was just making unnecessary comments, which I do agree with on this part.
Yeah, so her handicap was a liability, according to Joe. Chef Ramsay was clearly horrified.
But what Josh hasn't got is the intensified palate Christine has.
But he can see.
That was really insensitive.
Yeah, like, I don't know, man. I feel like if Joe said that in this day and age, you'd be in big trouble.
And unacceptable. And despite Chef Ramsay's protests, he kept at it.
There are some things that you have to see in the kitchen.
No, honestly, after this, how can someone take him seriously as a judge? Not only did he have no respect for the contestants, he did not appreciate global cuisine either, thanks to his biases. Season 4's auditions. The second episode began with this guy.
In the competition, I have 3 reasons why I got here. Abiana, Amaya, and Ariel, those are my daughters. They inspire me to be a better me.
Cute, right? And what was his name?
My name is Abimael Cruz Reyes Rivera Gonzalez III the third. You can call me Beam.
Yeah, you can call him Bime. Right off the bat, I really liked his energy. He was the type of dude you'd want to hang out with. So, what was he making?
I'm cooking for you guys as a traditional Puerto Rican dish, mofongo con camarones. A mofongo is a mashed up fried plantain.
He then went on to explain how his love for his daughters inspired him to be in the competition.
My girls right here, that's the reason why I'm here, man. Just want to make them proud, you know?
Do you cook for them at home?
Every time, man. To them, I'm the world's greatest chef, man. They be like, yo, Daddy, you the best chef.
I'm sure Chef Ramsay understood that feeling because he's got a pretty damn strong bond with his daughters too. Anyway, tasting time.
To me, it's good. My palate says it's good.
I like confidence. Then Graham came along.
Graham! That's his name. Graham. Shout out Graham. Sorry, Graham. I forgot your name.
The bite and asked a question.
You win this title and everything else, it means so much to you, but what's it going to mean to them? You're going to be able to not see him for weeks?
It's understandable. He broke down at the thought of being away from his kids for long.
Better me for them is the path I'm on, man. You know, I just want to make them proud, you know, and I don't even like opening up like this, but they did my...
But Joe was out here spitting stuff you'd find on one of those Tate-inspired podcasts.
You have the emotional stability to go through this. You can't cry every time someone says your dish is no good or the next guy's better than you.
Oh, he thought he was such a
Oh, my days. This guy's really catching Joe out, man.
Chad. But Baime's response? Giga Chad.
I'm your future rival. You might not believe it, but I'm your future rival, man.
Oh! My guy said if you want to talk, he's on.
Of course, his critique was brutal.
Is this really a Caribbean dish or just kind of like shrimp scampi faked?
Oh, yes, Joe. Everything in the world is just a rip-off of Italian-American dishes. Obviously. Because no other culture could possibly have its own culinary identity, right? The audacity. The utter disregard. This isn't just ignorance. It's borderline racist. Who am I?
Whoa. Well, guys, what do you think, if anybody's from Europe, what do you think the top 3 cuisines are?
Kidding. Full-blown. Puerto Rican cuisine is deeply rooted in history, and mofongo, that's cultural legacy on a plate. It came to Puerto Rico through West and Central Africans during the transatlantic slave trade. So, yes, it's very much a Caribbean dish. The fact that Joe didn't know this and then thought, yeah, I should say this out loud, is genuinely baffling. Look, I get it, he's playing the bad cop, but at some point, he really needs to pull his head out of Italy's ass. I refuse to believe Chef Ramsay doesn't internally cringe every time this man opens his mouth.
There's no choice. Joe, this is the single greatest day of your life.
See what I mean? You see it too, right? And obviously, back to the auditions, Joe gave Bime a no because, well...
This is the problem.
Wait, let me see.
No, because, well...
This is the problem
Like, I don't know.
with this whole round.
Then how do you live with yourself, bro? Come on, are you even listening to yourself right now? Thankfully, Graham and Chef Ramsay gave him a big,
Damn, the spitting out, when they spit out stuff is crazy, I won't lie.
resounding yes, and he moved forward. Now, in Season 4, Episode 4's Mystery Box Challenge, the contestants had bacon, a potato, a tomato, and some dark chocolate to work with. Bime made a humble dish, but the way he plated it, incredibly sophisticated.
When you give us crap like that to eat, it gets to be almost kind of personally offensive. You understand that?
The judges were floored, and it was declared one of the best dishes that night.
Dish has got finesse. It's seasoned beautifully. Great start.
Thank you, chef.
Well done.
Thank you.
But then here comes Joe with a pathetic elitist comment.
This dish smells a little bit like a fake to me. You're a boxing coach from Eastern Massachusetts. Where did you experience food like this before?
Yeah, poached eggs and bacon is very uncommon, Joe.
You see, the thing about Joe is I feel like once he just doesn't like somebody, he just makes it his whole thing to be extra judgy with them.
Does this represent you on a plate, or are you trying to deceive us?
It represents where I want to be as a chef.
What? What does he even mean by that? God, the man wanted to be Gordon Ramsay so bad, but in reality was a classist jerk.
How come my guy said the guy wants to be Gordon Ramsay so bad? LOL.
Chef Ramsay might be a hard ass, but at least he's teaching you something. He'll tear your dish apart, sure, but by the end, you'll know why. And Graham, pure class, a gentle giant with actual thoughtful critiques. Christina Tosi, divine. She'll break down exactly what went wrong without breaking your soul. And then there's Joe. Joe has the energy of a guy who'd look you dead in the eyes after a bad dish and say, you are the reason your parents got divorced.
Scab! Which is probably true.
Up next, come revisit episode 11 of season 12.
And Christine's Vietnamese food has helped support that beautiful reputation of being a culinary melting pot.
Yeah, the winner of season 3, Christine Ha, came up with the mystery box challenge. Same Christine, who Joe dismissed for her blindness. Now, she gave the contestants about 11 ingredients and told them they had to cook a Vietnamese dish with all the ingredients present and balance the flavors too. The winner of this challenge would get an immunity pin, which everyone was eager to win. Now, Dara came up with a rice porridge dish served with seared duck breast.
That looks good. Even though, like, I'm not a big fan of, like, risottos or porridgey rice, this looks good.
And sauteed mung beans.
Dara, I must say, rice porridge is a very humble dish. It's something I grew up not really liking because my mom only cooked it when I was sick, but you've managed to make this humble dish into something that is very elevated.
Yep, the judges loved it, except Joe.
What you did is take Vietnamese flavors and techniques and somehow manipulated them into seeming like it's a European Michelin-starred dish.
I mean, I felt really bad for Dara. She was so excited to cook for Christine, and in all her confessionals, she kept saying...
I feel like Gordon Ramsay was just looking like, bro, sometimes just shut the up, man.
...how much she looked up to her as a successful female Asian chef.
I am speechless. Christine is laying the groundwork for Asian American female chefs and building an empire.
Women, especially women of color, don't get enough recognition in the culinary world, and non-Western cuisines are often overlooked. Joe's comment just reinforced the idea that you can only make it if you cook more European, which is total nonsense. Dara cooked an amazing dish in a challenge meant to
I think that looks good.
highlight Vietnamese cuisine, and Joe's compliment was that it's good because it's more European-like. Give me a break.
When I heard that you were doing something Asian, I was a little bit surprised, first of all, because I just don't think it's the right kind of mushroom.
I cannot stand how Joe acts like European cuisine is the holy grail of refinement and difficulty. Like, has he ever watched someone hand-pull noodles? That's centuries of technique, muscle memory, and pure skill. The precision, the labor, the artistry. And look, this isn't about dragging European cuisine, it's great. But the sheer disrespect of brushing off everything else? As if the rest of the world isn't out here crafting dishes that take generations to master? Unreal.
These mushrooms are definitely scream something Eurocentric, you know, either French or Italian or, you know, something much more refined.
This reminds me of someone who can give Joe a run for his money, though.
I notice you keep pulling the Asian card.
Yeah. First I did Indian,
Asian,
then I did Chinese,
Asian,
and then I did Vietnamese.
Asian.
But he ain't lying. Like, I don't see why people are trying to say he's trying to pull a Joe card. He's saying the truth. India, Vietnam, China are all in Asia.
Again,
I'm trying to go around the world.
maybe skip Asia next time.
You know what it sounded like, right? Maybe skip European cuisine next time, Joe. That's Claudio Aprile from Masterchef Canada for you guys. A professional chef who thinks Asian cuisine is homogenous. The jokes write themselves. The lack of knowledge or appreciation about Asian cuisine is truly sad. And how can I forget this one exchange with Bowen back in season 5?
Chinese pasta dish.
There's no pasta in China.
Okay, it's a dumpling wrapper.
Next example. Case in point, the finale of season 3. It was the ultimate showdown for the two finalists, as they crafted a 3-course menu with no restrictions. They could choose any ingredient and have any equipment they needed. With just 2 hours on the clock, their imagination was their only limit. Now,
Yeah, well, whole life, if you make dumplings, say you made dumplings, don't, you know the way the guy is, like...
Now, Josh's menu was a blend of southern flavors, featuring butter poached lobster with sweet corn grits and sweet potato puree as the starter, followed by a green curry rack of lamb for the main course, and wrapping up with a bacon pecan pie served with vanilla bean and cinnamon ice cream for dessert. On the other hand, Christine's menu was influenced by Asian cuisine. She started with a Thai vegetable salad featuring shredded green papaya as the appetizer, moved on to a main course of braised pork belly, caramelized in coconut soda.
That pork, I don't lie, I remember watching this, that pork belly looked good. Not a big fan of pork, but like that pork belly look good.
For dessert. Guess what Joe had to say?
Let's talk about the entrees.
You have star European restaurant food.
Oh, he even makes it well for himself. Everyday European food, man. Like, yeah, European food is nice, bro, but at the end of the day, Joe, come on.
Versus hawker stand street food.
Hawker stand street food is crazy to say. Let me look at this. Hawker stand street food. What? Did you not say hawker stand street food? Yeah, well, come on. Well, let's not act like street food ain't nice, Joe. Come on.
His ignorance is mind-blowing. Asia is home to numerous restaurants, including some street vendors. Of course, these aren't just the...
Some of the best restaurants in the world, some of the best chefs in the world are Asian. Like, the flavors Asian people can get are crazy. Someone needs to explain to me then why everywhere there's mostly Chinese restaurants. Why does not everywhere I see... Like, nothing against Italy, shout out Italy, but you don't see Italian restaurants everywhere, you know. Like, Italian food is lovely. Like, trust me, I go to my one of the best restaurants where I live is Italian, but like, at the end of the day, like, Chinese restaurants are just everywhere.
Bougie, exclusive white tablecloth places he's accustomed to.
You need to be listening to what we're telling you about what we're producing, because this is ridiculous.
I mean, how do you judge food when you have zero respect for it? Seriously, Joe Bastianich has trashed more dishes than he's actually tasted. Just tossed them aside like they were beneath him.
Yeah, but like, I feel like it's the way he goes about it, but at the same time, it's the same thing everyone is saying. He's just saying in a way that people don't like.
And this is happening in what's supposed to be the biggest cooking competition in the world?
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes you have to remember the standards that these guys expect when you're choosing you out of thousands of people, and you're coming here telling us you're one of the best chefs. And before you're going on to MasterChef, you should be low-key practicing, like, even like, especially if you watch the show before, how to make pasta, how to boil lobster, how to cook scallops, how to do all these things. Like, maybe I'm wrong.
So many cultures, food is sacred. It's not just sustenance, it's heritage, history, and even divinity. In India, food is literally offered to gods. In Japan, every grain of rice is valued. Meanwhile, here's Joe, hurling plates like a toddler rejecting veggies. And let's talk about the waste. While millions struggle with food insecurity, this...
Hey, let's relax, come on. That part we just need to relax. It's not like he's throwing away a shit ton of food. Let's just relax there.
Full plates like they personally offended him. The disrespect. It's not just bad behavior, it's an insult to the very thing this competition is supposed to celebrate. So, starting with Season 3, Episode 10. After winning the Mystery Box Challenge, Becky chose the pizza stone as the core utensil for the home cooks to use. David smoked some lobster using it and served it with oven-roasted potatoes and bacon. The first, most important question Joe had was this.
I'm supposed to eat this? Really?
Now what?
Bro, come on. I won't lie. You got a piece of stone and you're cooking lobster. Oh my God. Come on.
Watch carefully as he takes a spoonful of nothing.
You know,
he basically tasted the air. And how did that delicate mix of nitrogen and oxygen go down with the guy?
watching you cook this was just a letdown.
And wait till you see the closing act.
It's the most important dish of your life, guys. You see this? This is
Even Ramsay knows this was too much. Look at his expression. Next episode, same season, elimination test, fish. But forget the challenge. Let's talk about Tali. Dude barely starts explaining his dish when Joe just shushes him. Shushes. Like a strict librarian dealing with a noisy kid.
Kind of produce a...
That was rude. Chad, that is rude. That is rude, shushing someone like that. It's not even like shh, it's like a shh, shh, shh. It's like, shut up.
Irate, vintage Joe.
The name of the show is Masterchef.
Okay.
What do chefs do?
Chefs cook.
Oh, wow, Joe. Incredible epiphany. Truly history book material.
Right. So it's not master orator or master tell me about what my intention is about cooking. It's master chef.
It's not master orator, it's master chef. Groundbreaking. Thank you, Joe, for that life-changing insight.
I think you're gonna impress us with things like sous vide, emulsify.
No, but you see, I don't agree with his Joe what he's saying with his delivery there, but it's like if you're gonna cook good food. Don't cook to impress us by doing all these fancy things.
Now look, Tully is delusional. I don't blame anyone for roasting him. But Joe, the tough guy act is so forced it's painful. Like, who is this for? And of course, his catchphrase. This is a waste of my time. Ah, yes, because Joe Bastianich is here out of the sheer goodness of his heart. Just a selfless man taking time from his busy schedule to hone these chefs' talents out of pure generosity.
This is a serious cooking competition with a serious prize. Don't come in here and waste our time.
Moving on to the pressure test of Season 1, Episode 8. Sheetal plated up cayenne shrimp with a sweet and savory sauce. And Joe, the only thing he liked was the plate it was sitting on. And of course, he said it in that signature tone of smugness without any sort of constructive feedback.
What I can say that's good is that you chose a nice plate to put it in.
Whew, that was rude.
Then came Slim with her passion fruit fondue, which, let's be real, was a train wreck. Hands down, worst dish of the night. No competition.
If we're on a date and you cook that dish for me, I'd go to the bathroom and you'd never see me again.
Oh, Ramsey. Ramsey can be bad too, man. Feck.
I'd bolt out the door.
I won't lie, I'll bolt out the door too if someone cooked me that shit.
But somehow, Joe took this personally, like she had just offended his ancestors. The man looked offended that this dish even dared exist.
This is like a buffet gone bad.
You know, sorry.
Go back to your station. I'm not tasting this crap. You guys have to, at this point in the competition, you need to be listening to what we're telling you about what we're producing because...
I won't lie, you see, yeah, I get it. I get why he probably gets pissed off sometimes because it's like there's 250,000 on the line here. You're going to get your own cookbook and you're basically going to be known as quote unquote the best amateur chef, the best home chef. You guys know what I'm talking about. The best home style, whatever chef, amateur chef in the country. And it's like, you're coming here, you got picked out thousands of people and this is the shit you're cooking for us. So I do get it sometimes with some of the dishes, but sometimes it's not every day.
This is ridiculous.
And when it came time to send someone home, well, what do you think happened?
If I had to give you another hour, what would you make?
I would actually make the same sauce, but with much less ginger than I did before.
Of course, she was the one eliminated, but the way Joe shut it down, brutal. No hesitation, no mercy, no grace.
You don't get it. You should have changed it completely. There was no fixing that dish. The fact that you would recreate and modify that same dish instills no confidence in us. I mean, that is really not the answer we were looking for.
But he's not lying. It's like, he's not, like, Joe is not, like, it's people just don't like the way Joe says things. He just says it how it is. Maybe not in the best way, but he just says it very straight. Like, why would you say you recreate the same thing that they all said they didn't like? Makes no sense.
Damn. Now, let's talk about one of the most divisive moments in Masterchef history. Season 4, Episode 9.
This is about a pound of flour. You make a well here. There's 4 whole eggs and 5 egg yolks.
Elimination test, agnolotti. Joe's mom, Lydia, gives a demo. Howard, being honest, admits he doesn't make a lot of Italian food.
I do not make a lot of pasta at all, actually. San Diego's not really known for their Italian food.
Bet that sounded like a death threat to Joe. I won't remove my ass from Italy's ass, Bastianich. Lydia, being the actual professional, gives Howard some gentle advice. Maybe rethink the bell peppers? Maybe taste it first?
I would taste that. Pay attention, you know, we talk a lot about textures and all of that.
Joe asked Howard what he'd do with asparagus. Howard, at a loss.
What the asparagus?
I'm not sure yet.
Wow.
All right, good luck, Howard.
Thank you.
Dude knew he was struggling, but at least he was self-aware.
Plating isn't that great, but hopefully the flavors come together.
So what is exactly this stuff?
He plates bell pepper, jalapeno, cumin spiced chicken-filled agnolotti. Lydia's verdict? Cumin doesn't belong here. Too much pepper. But she tells him how to improve. That's how you critique a dish.
Classics work and they're appreciated time after time. Otherwise,
classics. Joe is just ready to talk. Joe is ready to let it out.
A good connection to the basics. Don't just fly off on a wing, okay?
And then, Trashman Joe enters the chat. First, the classic cavalier attitude speech.
The whole thing with you is you have this very cavalier attitude.
Howard, out of his element. His cupcakes were his only real standout moment. Sure, Joe might have felt overprotective of his mom, and yeah, Howard could be a bit of a douche. But did Joe need to verbally destroy him every single time?
If you were smart, you would duplicate a plate. The fact that you're not even thinking of playing this game properly.
Masterchef encourages inventiveness. That's all Howard was trying to do.
You want 15 of the same dishes up here?
Joe, seething.
If you're here putting your spin on everything you make because you want to show us how cutesy and intelligent and crafty you are,
Please, Joe, just take a bite first.
well, that's going to get you a one-way ticket back to wherever you came from.
And obviously,
Boy, he ain't. Oh my God, this Joe guy. So one day I hate you, one day I actually think rate you. I don't know, man.
the most constructive critique was explaining why Howard's dad hates him.
And then you could show your friends and the 6 people who told you were good how cutesy and smart you are when you're home cooking at dinner parties.
Yeah, super helpful. Nothing like a deeply personal attack to really elevate your food judging skills. Take notes, Joe. The MasterChef professionals and MasterChef Australia judges somehow managed to critique without sounding like high school bullies. Even Marco Pierre White, yes, the OG bad boy of cooking, has the patience to mentor amateur chefs. But
Yeah, Michael Pierre White. Oh my days. He scares me more than Joe.
nah, Joe's entire personality is just throwing insults and pretending it's sophistication. Now, come to the 19th episode of Season 10. Either way, the challenge was to make homemade sausages.
Making sausage is very technical.
Dorian whipped up a wild boar, fennel, and apple sausage seasoned with cayenne and garlic, paired with cannellini beans and tomatoes, which were also infused with fennel seed, cayenne, and garlic to amplify the flavor. To add a crispy crunch, she topped it off with fried okra, and for that extra indulgence, a slice of garlic bread.
Visually, the sausage looks hearty and that wonderful.
Chef Ramsay and Aaron seem to enjoy the garlic bread addition too.
And I love the idea of the toasted slice on the top. It tells me it's going to scream of texture.
But Joe jumped in, claiming,
Yeah, I disagree. I think the toast cheapens the dish.
Oh, because garlic bread is Italy.
think the sneakers cheapen the suit, Joe. But Chef Ramsay countered with a more sarcastic remark.
So you don't serve garlic bread in your restaurants?
No.
Oh, excuse me.
Who wants to see Chef Ramsay do a Kitchen Nightmares episode at one of Joe's restaurants? I'll be the first to sign that petition.
Me too. I'll be the first. Ramsay, Kitchen Nightmares episode at Joe's restaurant, please.
If you want to do something interesting, take the sausage, make a pate, spread the pate on the toasted bread. I'm just trying to push you to the next level.
I mean, Chef Ramsay...
Why would she do that? Why would she make a pate of... That's weird, Joe. Why would you make a pate with... No, ew.
He was completely hysterical. Like he knew that was absurd.
And the garlic bread, I absolutely love.
I'm glad you love it.
Love the garlic bread because you can sup up all that juicy bean and...
Love the way Chef Ramsay looked directly at Joe before saying how much he appreciated the garlic bread. He
Maneuverable.
was a snob for not liking garlic bread.
That's the kind of restaurants you guys go to.
Would you like a bite?
No, I don't want any garlic bread.
You're such a snob.
He's saying he's a snob for not even trying it just because
Oh, I love Ramsay, man.
he believes it has no place in an Italian dish. Now let's get to know the man beyond MasterChef. In 2017, Eater dropped a bombshell. Mario Batali and Joe Bastianich fostered a boys' club culture of misconduct at restaurants. For context, Batali was Joe's business partner, and according to Eater's investigation, their restaurants were a toxic playground of humiliation, lewd comments, groping, and sexual harassment,
The hell?
targeting both male and female employees.
What the hell?
Conduct spanned 15 years, and instead of firing offenders, the company often promoted them. So, speaking up, not exactly encouraged.
The celebrity chef and Bastianich will have to pay a $600,000 settlement to at least 20 former employees.
Now, Joe, he pulled the I had no idea card, claiming he never saw Batali grope anyone and only found out about the misconduct when it hit the media.
Oh, crazy.
Right, but let's rewind. Joe and Batali had been partners since 1998. Joe literally wrote about their close bond in his book, Restaurant Man. And this book? Not a good look. Joe calls Dutch and Australian chicks low-hanging fruit and advises hiring bartenders with a nice set of tits. He even boasts about partying with Batali at the Spotted Pig, a restaurant infamous for harassment. So, yeah, employees and managers found it laughable that Joe didn't know what was happening.
I just find it crazy that I didn't even think. Maybe that's why you don't see my MasterChef that much anymore, to be honest.
And honestly, this is textbook. Men like Joe don't just ignore their friends' bad behavior, they enable, defend, and participate to keep their spot in the boys' club. Anyway, what else? You'll be intrigued to know Joe explored his musical passions by releasing his first album, Aka Joe, in 2019.
Wait, he has a music album?
surprising twist, Joe graced the stage of The Masked Singer in 2024 as the character Spaghetti and Meatballs.
I never even knew this guy could sing. What the hell?
His rendition of Only the Good Die Young added a flavorful note to the season. In recent developments, Bastianich is set to host a new culinary show titled Foodish on Italy's TV8. This program takes viewers on a gastronomic journey across Italy, with Bastianich accompanied by various celebrities in each episode. The show's format bears resemblance to Masterchef and Alessandro Borghesi's Four Ristoranti, aiming to explore and evaluate regional Italian dishes. Beyond television, Bastianich has collaborated with McDonald's for the 2025 edition of My Selection. Expressing his enthusiasm, he remarked, "As an American, McDonald's has always been part of my life, so I'm happy to participate in this adventure with them." It's worth mentioning that McDonald's has recently faced significant global boycotts, leading to substantial financial losses. In 2024, the company's stock plummeted by 3.37%, equating to a staggering $6.87 billion loss.
I mean, like, what did you expect?
These boycotts were primarily driven by McDonald's support for Israel during the massacre in Gaza, prompting widespread consumer backlash. Bastianich's association with McDonald's, especially during a period of global boycotts, raises questions about the alignment of his personal brand with the fast food giant's controversies. While his culinary expertise lends credibility to McDonald's offerings, endorsing a company under international scrutiny could be perceived as overlooking ethical concerns. Anyway, despite his professional endeavors, Bastianich's reputation for harshness persists. His demeanor...
I mean, what do people expect? Like, that's his brand, you know, that's who he is, you know? Like, I don't know what people think, like, he's going to do. What's Speed Dude on his stream?